Okay, imagine this. You're standing right here in this massive hangar, and there it is, the Apertum fuselage wide open. Today, we're really going deep inside, looking at its anatomy, just pure metal, logic, rhythm.
Yeah, no magic here.
Right. And our goal for you listening isn't just memorizing jargon. We want you to really get how this amazing machine actually functions, piece by piece. Think like an operator, maybe not just a curious passenger.
Exactly. We're aiming to cut through all the noise, give you that core understanding so you can be that conscious operator, seeing what's really going on under the hood.
Okay, let's start unpacking that. So, right at the heart of the Apertum network.
Yeah.
You talk about its heartbeat, the blocks. Lots of systems use blocks, right? What makes Apertum's way, well, different?
Well, think of each block less like a static file on some server and more like a single beat, a pulse in this continuous rhythm the network has.
Okay.
Yeah, each beat gathers up transactions, puts a timestamp on them, points cryptographically back to the previous beat, and that's what pushes the whole system forward. What's really cool in Apertum is how its sharded data setup plus our pulse sync consensus means blocks get finalized almost instantly.
Almost instantly, wow.
Yeah, it really cuts down confirmation times compared to, older ways of doing things.
So every new block that comes along, it basically makes all the previous blocks even more secure, like reinforcing the past.
Precisely. If someone somehow tried to mess with an old beat, the system would immediately detect that arrhythmia, the chain's rhythm breaks. And the more beats or blocks you stack on top, the harder it becomes to rewrite history.
No eraser, just memory.
Exactly. It's etched in. Immutable.
Okay, so who are the discipline muscles, as you put it, making sure these beats keep flowing correctly? Is there like a central committee deciding things?
See, that's key to Apertum's design. No central authority. It's the validators. These can be individuals or groups running the actual network software. They keep the state updated, propose new blocks, but always, according to rules, everyone knows, transparent rules.
Right. Their work might sound a bit dry, verifying, checking, but it's absolutely critical, isn't it? What are they actually doing day to day?
Well, they're verifying signatures, checking account balances, rejecting transactions that aren't formed correctly, applying the fees. But what's really clever is Apertum's economic design. It's set up to strongly reward doing the right thing.
Okay.
And heavily penalize anyone trying to game the system. So here, trust isn't really about faith. It's more like alignment between the code, the data, and frankly, the validator's own self-interest.
Right, the incentives line up. Okay, let's make it real. Say I'm in a busy cafe, need to send some APTM, that's Apertum's token, to a partner. I pick the amount, the address, choose a fee, hit confirm. What happens then?
Okay, so your wallet, right there on your phone or computer, it signs that transaction locally, uses your private key, but the key itself never leaves your device.
Okay, that's important.
Crucial. The network just gets this sealed message. It quickly spreads to our Guardian node network. Then eventually it lands in a validator's queue, waiting to get into a block.
And then other validators check it.
Exactly. Other validators independently verify everything. The signature, your balance, does it link correctly to the previous block? All of it.
And if enough validators agree, which you're saying they usually do because of the design.
Which they consistently do, yeah, thanks to that resilient design. Then that block becomes part of the shared history. And within seconds, usually you see the result. Your balance goes down, their balance goes up, the fee gets taken out.
No phone calls, no waiting for someone's opinion, no exceptions.
Nope. Just rules being applied, no special favors, no hierarchy, just process. Pure mechanics.
I remember trying to track an international bank wire once. It's just vanished for days. It's mind-boggling compared to this. That uncertainty is just gone.
That's the power of having verifiable mechanics, yeah. Which brings up a good point. Those fees you mentioned, the ones in APTM, are they just a hidden tax? A way to skim?
No, not at all. The fee isn't some sneaky theft. It's actually really important. It stops people from spamming the network, and crucially, it compensates the people running the validators, maintaining this digital road, if you like.
Okay.
Think of it like a priority button. If you're in a hurry, you can choose to pay a bit more to get processed faster. If you can wait, you pay less. And that price, it just moves up and down naturally with how busy the network is.
It's like the network's economy breathing. No morality involved, just a queue with a clear price. And you control where you are in that queue based on the fee you set.
So we hear decentralized all the time. It's a big buzzword. For someone listening who knows a bit, what does that really mean in Apertum's case?
Well, what's interesting with the Apertum is that decentralized specifically means Any participant, anyone, can recreate the network's entire state, just using the public blocks and the public rules. It's not just about, spreading out power. It's fundamentally about engineering resilience. Our guardian node architecture really helps here, making sure the state stays consistent even if parts of the network get temporarily cut off.
So resilience, like if one region loses power, the network keeps its rhythm going elsewhere.
Exactly. Or if one validator, for some reason, ignores your transaction, which is unlikely but possible, another one will pick it up. And if parts of the network were isolated and then reconnect, the strongest chain, the one with the most valid work, wins out. It's not promising utopia.
Right.
It's promising continuity, not perfection.
Got it. Now, every transaction leaves this thing called a hash. You mentioned it briefly. It's more than just a receipt number, isn't it?
Oh, much more. It's not just some decorative thing. It's your audit trail. A unique cryptographic fingerprint that permanently ties your transaction to the blockchain history.
So with that code, that hash, I can trace the whole journey.
The complete path. Which block it went into, the exact time, sender address, receiver address, the actual fee that was paid, how it affected the balances. It's all out there, transparently.
Okay, but there's a nuance here, right? You said included in a block doesn't mean it's absolutely 100% final instantly.
That's a crucial detail, yes. Especially for you thinking like an operator. Included is the first step. But each new block stacked on top of that one increases your confidence, makes it exponentially harder to undo. So for really critical transactions, big values, you might wait for a few more heartbeats, a few more blocks.
It's just being prudent, sensible.
Exactly. Prudence, not superstition.
And the place where all this anatomy, all these pieces really comes to life visually is the Explorer, Apertum's public window onto the chain.
That's the one. You paste that transaction hash into the Explorer and boom, you see the block it entered, the real fee paid, who sent it, who got it. And if it involves smart contracts, you can even see the execution logs, what the code actually did.
So that little square of info state, block, fee, logs, it cuts through so much confusion.
It dismantles probably 90% of the noise, the chat, the speculation you might see online.
And that's where you start to build that operator's instinct, right? Shifting from asking who approved this to, okay, which block did it enter?
Exactly. You start seeing the rhythm, the patterns. You recognize how the network is breathing.
That's the leap, isn't it? From just being a curious passenger to becoming a conscious operator. So, recapping. Apertum's anatomy, it's not magic. It's beats, muscle, fuel.
Blood, maybe, yeah. It's this distributed body that works because no single entity is in command.
You've heard the heart now, the network's core.
And remember, when you next look at the Explorer, try to see it not just as a screen, but as your radar. Oh, and by the way, all the links and tools we mentioned, they're in the complete legacy. It's in text right there in the description.
Right. Final thought then. There's that saying, a passenger opines, a pilot proves. Now you get to decide which one you want to be.